And moving on, we return now to our friends from Ulpan-Or who arrived to describe their newest venture, which could help you unfold the secrets of success in speaking Hebrew. Orly and Yoel Ganor, co-founders and CEOs of Ulpan-Or, thank you so much for coming in.
Hello, Iran. How are you?
Hello, Iran.
I'm doing so well, and thank you. I'm really happy to have you back here. It's always a pleasure. Now, first off, though, a lot of people have tried to learn Hebrew with teachers, without teachers, and many have been successful, many unsuccessful. What are the differences in their education, in the process of their education, that you think made them either successful or unsuccessful?
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Iran. Question is, what do you think? Is the whole process of studying language, does it have to involve fun or not?
I think anything, if you're trying to learn it, should be fun, or at least it makes it a lot easier to remember.
Right answer. So
you're right to the point. It reminds me of a joke, because many students, adults and youngsters who come to us sometimes describe their previous experience of learning Hebrew as a Hebrew trauma, Hebrew torture, Hebrew suffer. So how can one learn Hebrew if these are the descriptions of this process?
I imagine it's very difficult.
Especially when studying for the bar mitzvah. Many boys, after that, they want to escape anything to be dealt with Hebrew. And it reminds me of a joke. There's a person who found cockroaches in his house. He tried to exterminate them. He turned to this expert and that expert. Nobody could help him. Then he turned to some rabbis, and the best advice he got from a rabbi, he told him, just bar mitzvah the cockroaches, they'll escape immediately. So, unfortunately, this is the experience.
That's dark.
Yes.
All right, so humor is it. All right, so, I understand that then you are creating some webinars to help teach students. In what way does humor kind of fit into these webinars?
A webinar. Actually, it's going to be a webinar. And we called it, the name of the webinar is Unforgettable Hebrew. Because when you study a language, as you know, you study, and then you forget, and then you study again, and
you learn to pass the test. You memorize the words.
You forget afterwards, and many times you really, really want to speak, but it doesn't work. So what we try to give in this webinar are a few things. One is we're trying to really, really pinpoint what are the showstoppers. What stops people from studying, and why they feel there is a glass ceiling suddenly? The other thing we are going to reveal for the first time is a secret formula we designed in order to overcome studying Hebrew, studying language altogether, but specifically studying Hebrew.
To overcome the frustration.
Sure. So this is for anyone who's really studied Hebrew. It's not just people who may be interested, but also people who already kind of took a stab at it.
Right.
Yes, our methodology, which is based on a natural way of acquiring a language, allows anyone with previous frustrations, whoever had those, or somebody who starts from afresh, or just continues from the previous point, we charge them with energy, skills, and tools to continue further, because our process, is it academic, Orly?
Not at all.
Which makes it more fun.
It's actually the natural way. We are working on the natural way of studying a language, and the success of our students is the proof. So what we are giving people in that webinar are tools. They can take these tools alone and continue on their own, even without our material.
So what would somebody, if anything, what would somebody like me who already speaks some Hebrew, I'm not amazing, I'm not perfect, but I speak a pretty decent amount. What would somebody like me gain from this webinar?
How to continue and progress.
At any level.
Right. We just met, we were in the States recently, and we met people that really reached such high levels. They're reading philosophical books in Hebrew. I think even Israelis don't get to such a level. They just took a few of the secrets and continued.
Okay, our secrets really contain several elements. If you study those elements at ease, you'll be able to progress and not just stay at a certain plateau, but really know how to get further. And one of the secrets, I can reveal that for you, is to have a goal of speaking Hebrew when you learn it. Not many people realize that speaking is the goal. It's not writing, it's not reading. Language is a spoken, living thing. If you just set this goal, it'll be a good start for you.
Sounds simple, but
So most important question, obviously, is where do we sign up?
Okay, I believe our viewers can see the URL, the link to signing up for this webinar, and it's right there. If you click on the link, it will bring you to the sign-up page, and we'll be more than happy to meet all of you at the webinar.
All right. Yoel and Orly Ganor from Ulpan-Or, it's an absolute pleasure, as always, to have you back in here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. See you at the webinar if you wish to.
I will be.
Okay.